Hi, and welcome to my channel, Knotty Gnome Crafts. My name is Sarah, and you can find me as Knotty Gnome on Instagram. My channel is all about sewing and styling a handmade wardrobe. If this is your first time viewing my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. Today is my day to participate in the Sew Purple to End ALZ 22 challenge. This is a challenge being run by Michelle from Michelle Sews Again. Michelle has an entire series planned where she's doing a different video nearly every day of the month in order to bring awareness to Alzheimer's and dementia and the devastation that it causes. Michelle has created a really touching tribute video honoring her father, and I will link that video down in the description box, and I believe in Michelle's video she has the entire schedule so that you can follow along as the series progresses. For my part of the collab, Michelle and I agreed to make a sweatshirt dress. Now, for whatever reason, I just do not gravitate to the color purple. I'm not against it, but it's just not something that I'm really in love with. So I really did not have a lot of purple fabrics in my stash. But one fabric that I did have that I thought would be appropriate for this challenge is a tie-dyed French terry that I bought from Joann's last year. So because that was the only purple fabric that I actually had in my stash, Michelle so very kindly let me kind of dictate what we were going to make so that I could use the fabric that I had on hand, and we agreed to choose our own patterns but to make a comfortable knit dress. So the pattern that I chose is one that I had made before, and it is the I Am Rainbow hoodie pattern. The first version that I made is on the mannequin behind me, and I made it out of another French terry that I had bought from Serge Fabrics, and I really like this pattern. I think that it's going to be my tried and true for hoodies. I actually ended up buying the men's version of the pattern when they had a sale so that I could make it for my husband as well. So there are just a ton of different options with this particular pattern. You can do it as a pullover style or a zip front. You can do it in many different lengths. You can add cuffs or a hemband, or you can omit them. There's different styles of hoods. There's like an add-on where you can line it. There's just so many, basically any kind of hoodie that you could ever want, this pattern has it. So for my challenge make, I decided to make the mini dress. This is in the size 36, which is the same size that I made before. And for this version, I did the overlapping hood. I added the kangaroo pocket. I omitted any kind of cuff or hemband. I just hemmed the edges. The hood is not lined. Now this particular pattern only comes with the actual pattern pieces for the hip length version. And if you want to make it longer, the pattern directions just tell you how much to extend the length because there's no shaping, it's just like straight rectangles down. Now initially I was a little bit annoyed when I purchased the pattern and that there were not pattern pieces for the dress, but upon reflection it's actually kind of nice because you can just measure down from the original pattern however much length you want to add on and just draw the lines. Since they're just straight lines, there's no curves, it makes it really easy, and I don't have to print out additional pattern pieces and tape them together. So when I look back on it, I think that that was actually a really nice feature of the pattern. Now because I am 4'9", I did not exactly follow the directions for how much length to add. I assumed that mine would probably need to be a little bit shorter. I also just wanted my dress to be a mini length that hit me well above the knee because it's such a boxy looking dress. I just thought it would look better if it were a little bit shorter. And the way that I plan to wear this is in the wintertime as a loungewear piece. I'll probably often wear it like with a t-shirt underneath and then throw it on over leggings, so it can be a little bit shorter. I believe I added about 10 inches of additional length to the original pattern in order to get the length of dress that I wanted. Now this pattern is so incredibly easy to put together. I just had one little hiccup that was totally my own fault. The pattern instructions tell you to just use a sewing machine to stitch on the kangaroo pocket, but I opted to try to use my cover stitch, and it's really hard to turn corners on a cover stitch, and I really did not do it very successfully. So my stitching doesn't look super nice, and I think it would have been easier just to use my sewing machine. I will definitely just do that next time and like skip adding that extra difficulty, but I managed to do it, and I think that it's on there and it looks perfectly nice. It's in a good spot, like I can put my hands in it and it's not too high or too low. And other than that, the construction is just really basic and really easy. And as I said, I used my serger to construct the garment and then my cover stitch for all the details, and it just went together really quickly. So for the video clip, I'm just going to show you a very practical way that I'm going to be wearing it around the house, as I said, with the leggings and just as a loungewear piece. But I'm also going to be inserting some photos where my husband and I went out to a location and I tried to dress it up a little bit and make it a little bit more edgy and interesting looking. So I will insert those pictures as well so that you can see how it would look styled up a little bit more. So make sure that you go check out Michelle's dress. I can't wait to see what she has made. I am just so proud of her for tackling this project. It's just so incredibly amazing. And make sure that you go check out all of the other vloggers who are participating as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, please give me a thumbs up because it signals YouTube to send out my video to more viewers. I appreciate that you take time out of your day to watch my videos, and I will see you again next time.